that I went for a run the other day, and I listened to "What's the Story?" Morning Glory by Oasis.
It's really good.
Front to back.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of thoughts about it. And I thought maybe you could pull up the track listing, and will you just read the track listing, and I'll tell you my opinion on every song really quickly. Because I thought about something about every song. And since we've been talking a lot about Oasis.
Okay, Hello is the first song.
Good album opener. I enjoyed it. Kind of kicks things into gear. I was there with it.
Yeah.
I agree with Noel that the record sounds really weird, really harsh.
Yeah.
And like a lot of high end in the guitars, and it's a bit. But I was into it. I was game for it. Got me up the first hill. What's next?
Roll with it.
Banger. Love Roll with it.
So
Again, good track 2. Keeps it going. Yeah, what's next?
A song called Wonderwall.
Yeah, Wonderwall, great. Took me back. Nostalgia for me. So that was good.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Don't Look Back in Anger.
Bit long, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it's a bit
I always
long.
struggle with that song personally.
Yeah, it's a bit long.
To me, that's the moment. If Acquiescence isn't the moment, which is a banger, I start Noel featuring as lead vocalist on a record. Really, I struggled with it at the time as a 12-year-old, and as the fact that it was a single and the fact that it was really well liked, I've always struggled a little bit with it personally.
Yeah, it's a bit overwrought,
Overrated.
Too. Yeah, overrated and overwrought.
It's the start of that kind of beer anthem energy.
Yeah.
Like we're all throwing piss at each other kind of lads at the shows to me. Like, and then there's like Little by Little and loads of stuff after that. It's just literally too much perspective. Hey Now is next.
No good.
I think it's
way
good.
too long. I was like bored as hell with that one. Throwaway song to me.
Okay, Swamp Song's not a song. Some might
blues.
say.
Swamp Song's blues.
Listen, they just would do it. This record in 10 days. They needed to just...
some might say really good song. To me, one of the top songs on the album. That's an Oasis. Sounds like Oasis. Liam, like his hangover, like wasn't bad that day. His voice sounds really strong on it.
His voice is so good on this record.
Yeah, and on that one, it just like, 'cause I've been standing at the station.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fucking great song. That one got me fired up.
The Oasis fans, if you know, favorite song on the record next, Cast No Shadow.
Yeah, good song. Good song. Yeah.
That's the one.
Little sappy. Little kind of face the sunny.
No yeah, Beatles.
It is, but it's a little corny.
She's
corny.
electric.
Corny.
Kinks.
Corny. Bad lyrics.
Morning Glory.
Fucking banger.
Let's go.
It felt me fired up, dude.
Yeah. And then the other blues bit that doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Morning Glory could have been the first song on the record, I think.
That would have been good. Yeah.
All your dreams are made when you're chained to the mirror and the razor blade.
I don't know why they didn't do that. Helicopter. That's a perfect track.
They got into helicopters on the next record. They maybe learned a lesson, and then Do You Know What I Mean was the helicopter song on the next record.
They're obsessed with helicopters.
Big part of their sound. Then the Swamp Song version 2, and then Champagne Supernova.
Best song on the record. Iconic. Biblical.
Yeah. Really good. Okay, good.
Yeah. There you go.
So I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with you that Hey Now is a...
Bong, dang, 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 dang. They do the riff like 25 times.
Maybe they do the riff a few too many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a note here from last night from when I was DJing. This is really funny. I'm just going to read it verbatim because it's funny.
Okay.
Sometimes I write notes on, when I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about things. It's funny. I thought I was really thinking we were going to kind of like dig into Buffalo Springfield.
Well, the
today.
problem was I didn't really listen to it, and so I was trying to distract you the whole episode.
No, that's fine. I don't really. We can talk about it in a second.
I do want to talk about it, but
no, just in kind of how we're going to do this.
Yeah, let's plan the Neil thing. Yeah.
So, I'll tell you one thing that's going to shock the listeners.
Okay.
Especially if they listen to Cool Stories in Rock or any of these other classic rock-focused podcasts. We're going to do this. If we're going to do this, a retrospective on Neil Young's records, we're going to do this without reading Shaky.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I don't need to read it again. It's going to be difficult to not reference it, but I'm going to certainly try.
We're going to not listen. We're going to make out. No, it's not. It's a great book.
Yeah.
Okay. It was transformative when I read it, but I'm going to make my own opinions up about these
Me
records.
too.
I'm not. I listen to music myself. I'm going to use my own ears.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm going to go ahead right now and say it. Buffalo Springfield, not good.
Not a big fan.
Not good. Not
I'm going to
good.
go ahead and say it right now. We're going to talk about Neil Young the way only musicians can talk about Neil Young.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. From the
Which everyone who listens to the show at least plays a little music.
everyone who listens to this show is basically one phone call away from working as a producer at Sunset Sound.
From Neil Young,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
I assume,
we're-
based on the attitude of our podcast,
We
if they-
speak for them.
I speak for, all the people who want to free themselves, from Wikipedia level podcasting.
Journalism.
Yeah.
It's a real problem, Wikipedia journalism.
It is. It's a real problem in classic rock.
It is. Yeah.
Rolling Stone even uses it. I was looking
Yeah.
up actually earlier that it was like Richie Furay or like Dewey Martin, like one of the adjacent. There's so many, and even just thinking about their names gave me like a warm heart.
Bruce Palmer.
I was Canadian legend.
Supposedly he was an amazing bass player.
Yeah, and he got deported a couple of times.
Yeah.
He served in the military, I think.
Yeah.
In America, and then got deported for weed, and then came back and got deported again. But,
Legend.
I mean, did you know? Did you see? This is the shit. It's all in my
It's
head.
impossible not to
Did you
do
know that Neil Young was actually in a band with a guy called Rick James?
Yeah.
It's just
Here we go.